Exercise 8.2, first sum. It is given that ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral where PQRS are the midpoints. P is the midpoint of side AB, Q is the midpoint of side BC, and R is the midpoint of side CD, and S is the midpoint of side AD. Now we have, and also it is given that AC is the diagonal. Okay. Now by joining the midpoints, we will be getting the diagram like this. Now we have to prove that SR is parallel to AC. So SR is parallel to the diagonal AC, and also SR is half of the diagonal AC. And the second subdivision is PQ is equal to SR. PQ is equal to SR. And the third subdivision is PQRS is a parallelogram. PQRS is a parallelogram. So these are the three subdivisions we have to prove. Now for proving the first subdivision, let us consider the two triangles ABC and ACD. So ABC and ACD. Okay, these two triangles we have to consider. I have split the diagram. So ABC and ADC. So P and Q are the midpoints and S and R are the midpoints. Now so from triangle ABC we can say P is the midpoint of side AB and Q is the midpoint of side BC. Therefore we can say PQ, okay, is parallel to AC. When you join these two lines, no, so PQ is parallel to AC. This proves that PQ is equal to half of AC. Make it as equation number 1. Now let us consider the triangle ADC. We can say R is the midpoint of CD and S is the midpoint of AD. R and S. Okay. Now SR is parallel to AC. So when we join these two lines, SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. Make it as equation number 2. So this proves that the first one, SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. Okay. Now for second subdivision, let us consider, since already we have proved PQ is equal to half of AC, that is equation number 1, and SR is equal to half of AC, that is equation number 2. This proves that since these two right hand sides are equal, therefore PQ is equal to SR. Okay. This proves the second subdivision. For third subdivision, since we have proved that PQ is parallel to AC, okay, and SR is parallel to AC. PQ is parallel to AC from equation number 1 and SR is parallel to AC, that is equation number 2. Since these two are parallel, therefore PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to SR. Therefore, question number 2, it is given that ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus and PQRS are the midpoints. Now we have to prove that this PQRS is a rectangle. Okay. Now for a proof, let us consider the triangle ABC. ABC, this triangle I have extracted over here, and P is the midpoint of side AB and Q is the midpoint of side BC. Therefore we can say PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of the diagonal AC. Make it as equation number 1. It's like the first sum. Now let us consider the triangle ADC. ADC. S and R are the midpoints. Now join SR. Now SR is parallel to AC and this proves that SR is equal to half of AC. Make it as equation number 2. So from equation number 1 and equation number 2 we can say PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equal to SR. This proves PQRS is a parallelogram from the first sum like. Okay. Now let us consider ABCD is a rhombus because this is the one which is given. For a rhombus property, AB is equal to BC and half of AB is equal to half of BC. AB is equal to BC, then half of AB is equal to half of BC because P and Q are midpoints. This proves that PB is equal to BQ. PB is equal to BQ, which means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Okay. Now let us consider the triangle CQR. C, Q and R. Okay. In this triangle we can say AP is equal to CQ and AS is equal to CR and PS is equal to QR, which means these two triangles are similar. Angle 1 plus angle SPQ plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Angle 1 plus angle SPQ. So S is here and P is here and Q is here. So SPQ plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. And this similarly we can say angle 2 plus PQR plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Okay. And since these two are 180 degree, we can equate left hand side is equal to this left hand side. So this proves that angle SPQ is equal to angle PQR. Make it as equation number 3. And this proves that PQRS is a parallelogram, which means we can say angle SPQ plus angle PQR is equal to 180 degree. Okay, opposite angles should be 180 degree. Now using 3 we can say angle SPQ plus angle SPQ, because PQR is equal to SPQ already we have proved. So by replacing we can say angle SPQ plus angle SPQ is equal to 180 degree, and this proves that 2 times of angle SPQ is equal to 180 degree, that is angle SPQ is equal to 180 divided by 2, that is 90 degree. So when SPQ is equal to 90 degree means we can say PQR also should be 90 degree because both are equal. And similarly we can say angle PSR is equal to angle PQR, that is also should be 90 degree. Since all the 4 angles are 90 degree, therefore we can say PQRS is a rectangle. Question number 4. ABCD is a trapezium and AB is parallel to CD and E is the midpoint of the side AD. Okay, and BD is the diagonal. Now we have to prove that F is the midpoint of side BC. That is the one we have to prove. For this, let us consider the triangle ADB. ADB. Okay. So this diagram alone I have taken. So E is the midpoint and G is the point of intersection of the diagonal G. Now let us say EG is parallel to AB and G is the midpoint of BD. Okay. Now let us consider the triangle BCD. BCD. Okay, and GF is the G is the midpoint. Okay. Now GF is parallel to DC. This proves that EF is parallel to DC. Therefore, F is the midpoint of BC and hence proved, because GF is parallel to DC. Okay, so from this we can say GF is parallel to EF is parallel to DC. Okay. Question number 5. ABCD is a parallelogram and E is the midpoint of side AB and F is the midpoint of side CD. Okay. Now we have to prove that the lines AF EC trisect the diagonal BD. AF and EC trisect. அப்படினாக்க 3 part of 1, 2, 3. Okay. அப்போ DP ன்றது ஒரு portion, PQ ன்றது another portion and QB ன்றது another portion. அப்போ trisection அப்படின்னு சொல்லி proof பண்ணணும். Now for a proof, since E and F are the midpoints of side AB and CD, we can say AE is equal to half of AB. And similarly CF is equal to half of CD from the previous sums, 1, 2, 3, 4 sums. Okay. Now this proves that ABCD is a parallelogram which is equal to AB is equal to CD and AB is parallel to DC. And hence we can say AE is equal to FC and AE is parallel to FC from equation number 1. And this proves that AECF is a parallelogram. Make it as equation number 2. This is, that is FA is parallel to CE and FP is parallel to CQ from the diagrams. Okay. Now let us consider the triangle DCQ. DCQ, P and F. Okay. D is here. DCQ. Okay. P and F. So when we join these two, so PF is parallel to QC, we can say. Okay. Therefore, P is the midpoint of DQ, and this proves that DP is equal to PQ. Make it as equation number 3. Similarly, we can consider the triangle ABP. Okay. ABP. Okay. In this, we can say EQ is parallel to AP. So in that case, we can say Q is the midpoint of BP. Therefore, BQ is equal to PQ. Make it as equation number 4. So from equation number 3 and 4, we can say DP is equal to PQ and PQ is equal to BQ. Okay. Make it as equation number 5. Now, BD is equal to BQ, which means the diagonal. BD is equal to BQ plus PQ plus PD. Okay. Which means we can replace, because all the three are equal, so 3 times of BQ. Therefore, BQ is equal to 1 by 3 times of BD. Make it as equation number 6. And this proves that DP is equal to PQ is equal to BQ is equal to 1 by 3 times of BD, which makes the trisection. Question number 6. It is given that ABCD is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means any four-sided figure. Now we have to prove that EF and FH bisect each other. Okay. EG, okay, and FH, these two bisect each other. Now for a proof, let us consider the triangle ABC and the triangle ADC. From the first diagram, we can say E is the midpoint of side AB and F is the midpoint of side BC. So EF is parallel to AC and EF is equal to half of AC. Make it as equation number 1. Similarly, for the second diagram, ADC, H is the midpoint of AD and G is the midpoint of CD. So we can say GH is parallel to AC and GH is equal to half of AC. Make it as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, we can say EF is parallel to HG and EF is equal to HG. Therefore, EFGH is a parallelogram. Question number 7. It is given that ABC is a triangle where angle C is equal to 90 degree. Now we have to prove that the subdivision 1, D is the midpoint of AC. D is the midpoint of AC. Okay. So in triangle ABC, we can say MD is parallel to BC and AD is equal to DC. Okay. AD is equal to DC. And this proves the first one. Therefore, D is the midpoint of AC. For the proof, subdivision 2, MD is perpendicular to AC. MD is perpendicular to AC, which means angle 1 and angle 2 should be 90 degree. So since angle 1 is parallel to BC, this proves that angle 1 is equal to angle C. So angle 1 is equal to angle C. Those corresponding angles. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to 90 degree. This proves that MD is perpendicular to AC. Now for subdivision 3, CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. For this, let us consider the two triangles AMD and BMD. Okay. Now for AMD, let us say AD is equal to DC. Okay. And angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And MD is equal to MD. So by side criterion, we can say these two triangles are congruent. So this proves that the side AM is equal to side CM. Make it as equation number 1. So this proves that M is the midpoint of side AB and AM is equal to half of AB. Make it as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, we can say CM is equal to AM is equal to half of AB. Hence proved.